Welcome to the Tree Matrix user tutorial. Tree Matrix is a web-based application that provides accurate predictive survival rates for trees impacted by construction or any other root system disturbances. Our patented system and multi-factor algorithm overlays PDF site plans to compute the likelihood that a tree will survive the impact of development. The first step is to sign up for a free trial by registering and confirming your email address. Users receive a 24-hour limited free trial. Trial plans are limited to one uploaded site plan. Printing and exporting the Tree Matrix reports is disabled. No credit card information is required for a 24-hour free trial. Just create your account and confirm the link sent to your email address. Tree Matrix works with single-page PDF files which you upload from your PC or phone. It is best to have a site plan that contains pre-existing structures and the proposed new development on the same plan. Give the plan a name and choose the scale. Scales can be found on the site plan itself, so make sure you know the scale before you upload. Our scales are quite flexible and allow for custom scale systems. When you choose your file, you will see a preview, then just click Upload to get started. Once your plan is uploaded, step 1 is to identify existing boundaries and structures on the subject property or neighboring properties that could affect root expansion. Examples of existing boundaries that limit root expansion and should be included on your drawing are buildings with deep footings, retaining walls, large parking lots, and engineered roads with a deep subbase. Examples of structures that do not limit root expansion and do not need to be included on your site plan are dirt or gravel roads, sidewalks, or structures built on slabs such as garages. Outlining the structures is easy. Just click on the shape of the boundary, which can be rectangular or a multi-pointed polygon. Once you have outlined the boundary shape, a dialog will pop up asking you to identify these boundaries as existing or new boundaries. In our example, choose existing. Our root plotter software will automatically wrap the anticipated root system around any boundary that redirects root expansion. Your site plan toolbar has zoom controls, rectangular boundary button, polygon boundary button, add tree button, and edit and delete buttons as well. In this example, we will be adding 2 rectangular existing structures. Next, add the trees to be evaluated. Click the tree icon and drop it on the center of where the tree resides. A dialog will pop up with all of the key specifics for the tree. These include tree name. Tree Matrix will automatically number the tree, but you can change this to whatever name you like. Multi-stemmed trees. If the tree has multiple stems or trunks at breast height, you can specify that here. For each trunk, enter the measurements for the trunk diameter at breast height. These measurements are in trunk diameter, not circumference. An arborist or landscape professional may be required to provide you with an accurate tree diameter measurement. Tree Matrix will calculate the single-stemmed equivalent size of a multi-stemmed tree. This helps to calculate the root zone size. Tree type. An arborist or similar landscape professional may be needed to assign an accurate tree type identification. Then you can choose from our drop-down menu of hundreds of tree types. Tree condition. An arborist or similar landscape professional may be needed to assign an accurate assessment of the tree condition. Season of impact. The seasons available are dormant, which is winter, spring, summer, and fall. The determination of these seasons is based upon local conditions or hardiness zones. The season of impact has a significant effect on recovery time as the tree adjusts to root loss. Quadrants impacted. This refers to the number of sides around a tree that are impacted. The first impact, usually root pruning, determines the first side. Most growing situations have 4 sides around the tree, but occasionally there are only 3 or even 2, such as a street tree or a tree growing very close to an existing boundary that is redirecting root growth. This is an important factor when determining tree survival scores, so it is critical that it be added to the formula. Once you have added existing structures and trees, you can then add the new boundaries or proposed structures. New boundaries, such as structures, root pruning lines, utility alignments, grading, or any other impact to tree roots are added to the sitemap the same way as existing boundaries. You simply choose New instead of Existing. New boundaries will appear in orange, whereas existing boundaries are gray. New boundaries placed over a root system will not cause the root system to adjust as a pre-existing boundary would. They simply show the cut root system. The root loss area is calculated and then shown in red. Once the tree information is added, the Tree Matrix software automatically illustrates the extent of both the structural root zone and the critical root zone of each tree. The dark circle is the zone of supporting roots that should not be cut or otherwise damaged. The larger circle, in a lighter green, is the zone of absorbing roots that can be cut. Trees will typically regenerate roots in this zone either in place or elsewhere in the root system. Root cuts into the structural root zone can result in whole tree failure, or falling over, or severe declines in tree health. Damaging root rot pathogens typically invade cuts made into these larger roots. The Edit button is used to alter shapes for both tree root systems or boundaries. When you click on the Edit button, all of the structures you have placed on the site plan are editable. Just drag the points to new locations as needed and then hit Confirm. The user can also remove any boundary, whether existing or proposed, with the trash icon. This should immediately affect the survival scoring. Clicking on the pin icon on your tree survival gauge flies you directly to the tree on the site plan. Clicking the Edit icon also flies to the tree, but additionally opens up the Tree Edit Specifications dialog as well. At any time, you can simply click on the root plate, the dark shaded part of the root system, and the Edit Tree dialog will pop up. If you have mischaracterized a boundary, you can also click on it to change it from new to existing or vice versa. You can alter 4 of the 5 parameters used: percent of root zone impacted, tree condition, season of impact, and quadrants impacted can all be adjusted to increase the survival percentage. Another key parameter which the user can adjust is the number of sides impacted. In this example, the tree has grown for many years next to an existing structure. A tree placed near no structures would have 4 sides or directions in which the root system could expand. This example would only have 3 remaining sides. The 2 lateral root cuts means that of the 3 available sides, 2 have been impacted. This tree is clearly in the danger zone, particularly if the impacts are in the spring growing season. If the disruption is delayed until winter, the tree stands a far greater chance of surviving. You can change the name of the plan by clicking on the Edit pencil icon next to the name. You can also save your changes at any time, go full screen, save a copy of this plan to plot an alternative new development, or print your Tree Matrix report to share with clients or reviewers. It's important that you take a minute to review your plan for utility alignments and grading impacts that might affect tree root systems. Print the plan as a PDF and show your clients multiple options for site development to best balance their needs for tree preservation and property development.